Bonjour tout le monde. Today we're going to talk about the differences between il est and c'est in French. So you've probably seen both of these pronouns numerous times, and you've probably thought, well, il est means he is, elle means she is, c'est means it is, that is, kind of. The trouble is, French conceives of the word it very differently than English does. There is no proper word for it. You know that you can use il to refer to an inanimate object because there is no proper word for it. And, say can also be translated as he is or she is in a specific context. So really, you need to sort of break yourself out of the habit of thinking of translating these directly and try to get into more of the French mindset. And so hopefully this will help clear things up. So in response to the question, comment est Pierre? What kind of a person is Pierre? And you want to just tell people that he's a nice person, you could say one of two things. Il est sympathique, he's nice, or c'est une personne sympathique, he's a nice person. What's the difference? Well, it's pretty easy to understand why, in this case, it's il est sympathique, he's nice, and not c'est sympathique. Because in this case, say would actually mean it is nice or that is nice. So it's pretty obvious why that doesn't work. It's less obvious why this wouldn't work the other way. C'est une personne sympathique. He's a nice person. You could technically say il est une personne sympathique, but it sounds pretty stiff. A native French speaker will be able to sniff you out as a foreigner pretty quickly if you say il est une personne sympathique. This has something to do with the grammar, really. So, make sure you know the difference between this sympathique and this sympathique. This sympathique is on its own. It's a predicate adjective. It's not attached to any noun except for the subject, really. And this sympathique is attached to personne. It's modifying personne, and it can't really go anywhere without personne. And so in a situation like that, you have to introduce the sentence with c'est. And in English, of course, we would just translate this as he is a nice person, which just goes to show, once again, French just has a different way of conceptualizing things. So this is a good thing not to forget. So that's the basics of how to use il est and c'est. Au revoir tout le monde. Bonne journée.